welcome to the Guildford Fringe Festival Bar the Art with our new host here.
Hello sir, hi there.
Introducing him. And I don't know what all you guys are doing here, because you should be at the Lorcoats up the road watching the Guildford Shakespeare Company do the Taming of the Shrew. It was my pre-birthday bash last night, and I was taken by this lovely lady to see the Taming of the Shrew, and it were only fabulous altogether. Guildford Fringe, we just come straight from Stratford, where we seen a rather leaden production and fell asleep, and it was sort of like a walkthrough of a play, a read-through of the play where you read it, and it left out most of the acting and action. And then we got down to this is Geoffrey Primroth, the inventor of Pims. It was originally called Plims, but then they sold the company to Mr. Pims, and then he lost a fortune altogether. But as I said, you should be up at the Guildford Fringe, at the Taming of the Shrew right now. And the new director who's doing this one, Charlotte Conquest. What a great name that is. Now, the play was so good, just ripe in innovation, invention, wit, fancy humour. It was alive! It was alive! So I would like to bring up Charlotte Conquest to take a bow. Unfortunately, we couldn't afford even a lock of the hair of Charlotte Conquest. So, but I have, through great expense, got the invisible Charlotte Conquest. So, take a thank you. Charlotte Conquest, please.
Is she mute as well? What an honour.
Oh no, once she takes she's the lady who turned bow into wow. As in, hark the dogs do bark. Bow, wow, wow, wow. And that's the Taming of the Shrew. You just got to go and see it. I was blown away. If I had to do this tonight, I would be back up there again. And the rain held off and everything. Now, as it happened, we went to St. Mary's, which is the oldest church here in Guildford. It's where Lewis Carroll used to preach when he got over his stammer. And he used to stammer a lot. So when he used to say, what I tell you 3 times is true in this snark, it was because it took him 3 goes to actually get the word out. So when he did tell you something, he got past the 3 barrier. Lewis Carroll was also, his funeral was there, and he was taken to the graveyard up here. But it's also where we heard the Guildford Shakespeare Company do a read-through of Pericles, and it was a very long time, 86, since I had heard Pericles, so I'd forgot most of, the lines. A Shakespeare line, Michael.
Is this the dagger I see before me, hand before
Yes,
my hand?
that's true. AF, Shakespeare line. Anything.
To be
Or what? Or what? Come on, make it snappy, AF.
or not to be.
Have you ever seen Arnie do Hamlet?
Yeah.
With the lost action hero. With the little kid has imagined what would be like if his action hero Arnie, and Arnie comes up with a Zippo lighter and he's planted a bomb in Nelson on his gun. To be or not to be. And the castle goes up and goes, not to be. And then he comes in on a horse and he's got a submachine gun and he's going and he's shooting courtiers like mad. And Polonius steps out and says, "Stay thy hand, fair prince." And Annie says, takes a cigar and says, "Who said I'm fair?" It's full of great lines like that. But that segment alone, Lost Action Hero, is totally worth it altogether. But I hadn't, so Pericles. Anybody give me a line out of Pericles?
Oh, no. Not too long.
He went away cold as a snowball.
Ooh.
So if you want a Shakespeare quote that nobody's heard of, that's it. Have you a working pulse? Is another one. So when these came into my head, I thought, when did I hear those lines?
I think Wodehouse used to use that working pulse one.
Did he?
P.G. Wodehouse, I think.
He would, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
That's why he was called P.G. Wodehouse, because he would use it. Although that even hurt my sensibilities. So when I came to the England in 1986, the first persons I met were a punk singing opera, a punk with a chain through his cheek, Come hither, Ray. This is Ray, come hither. What a strange name. And a vicar. And when I say a vicar, I mean a very rotund vicar. When I say very rotund vicar, I mean an obsessively fat vicar. When I say obsessively fat vicar, I mean the Michelin man bib come to life in the flesh, as it were. And the amazing thing about him, why I was talking to him, was that he didn't like being a vicar. And he had no faith. I said, why are you a vicar then? And he said, I'm a damn good actor. But I don't mind saying so, I act a damn good vicar. And I act such a good vicar that I'm better than a real vicar who is a vicar. So the vicar that isn't is the vicar, and the vicar that isn't the vicar. Oh, I couldn't follow. It was too complex at that stage altogether. And I thought, that's wondrous altogether. But his passion, his love, was his garden. And it was like the Garden of Eden, roses bloomed gloriously. You looked at a rose, and instead of just thinking, oh, that's a rose, oh, that's a nice rose, that's a lovely rose. With his rose, you just go, oh, and you swooned and fell in love. Imagine falling in love with a rose. Mike will tell you that interspecies love affairs like that just don't work. So, you know, it withers in time. Anyway, I mistakenly asked him, how does your garden grow, as in Mary Mary? And he told me, and this is called the nurture of culture. Have you a working pulse? He asked his petunias. Good petunia. He went away, cold as a snowball. He tells his gladioli, good gladioli. They positively beam at him. Oh yes, he pontificates. Flowers like Shakespeare best, especially fairy plays and other minor plays, rather than the Great Dane or, say, Othello. The herbs prefer Gilbert and Sullivan. Really? Have to test this out. Oh, wandering one, though you are lost and lonely. No, my son! Spoken, not sung. Sorry. Poor wandering one, though you were lost and lonely. Or sometimes a little dash of no cow. What compulsion compels them, and who the hell tells them? No, my son, spoken, not sung. What compulsion compels them, and who the hell tells them? Oh. What could I say? His voice produced such a fecundity, such a fertility, that his word could not be doubted. Oh yes, plants like to be spoken to, but prefer a little culture. Thank you. Myself and Jan are that amazing mythical thing, the poetry couple.
Or not tobacco nowadays.
And normally I have my red fedora and Jan has her red little Alice hat, and we go around in matching hats like that. And people who meet us for the first time and realise that we're poets going, do all poets wear red hats? And we lie and say, yes, you do. And we have a little Bluetooth in the front of our hats, and that we're able to find each other in the crowd and everything like that. Because Jan will disappear due to her height and due to her little stubborn, I think I'm going over here without telling you, Dónall.
Due to his camera.
And then I scan a crowd looking for a little red hat. So I thought that it was time we became an independent republic. So this is called the pursuit of happiness. We declare this our bedroom an independent dominion. We succeed from the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth of Nations, although still enjoying our European unions. As a republic of love, we, this nation of two, out on our own, our newfound land as Don had done. A currency of caresses, our national tongue kisses, needing nothing but the other to complete our independence, flying the flag of happiness in this our brave new world of love. many poems where the last line is "Kiss Jack." When she's videoing me, all she sees is this face coming, and then the camera just goes
I've
on.
got a tripod.
Oh, glory. That's why she got a tripod. Right, tomorrow is my birthday. As I said, I don't pay any attention to my birthday. I think I'm nearly, am I 60 yet?
Not yet.
I'm a year shy of 60, so I'm almost 60. I can never remember even how old I am. Jan says I'm just 3 all the time, so I guess that's true. So, this is called Time's Hostage. I, this child of the late 50s, never thought he would make it all the way to this, the noughties. Time dresses in the days of 2015. These days are not flattering. My body, handcuffed to time, struggles into July to be confronted with yet another ho-hum birthday. I'm time's hostage, time's fool. Time looks at my body. It's not exactly wearing very well now, is it? And yes, it's true, my body is distressed, frayed, and worn at the edges. You must meet my old friend Death, time smiles. But not yet, time smirks. The handcuffs bite into my flesh, the red welts break, bleed. A little touch of Stockholm syndrome, methinks, even though I still seek to escape. Okay, I say, let's go and greet the 15th. Happy birthday, my friends, yell. Go to hell, I mumble underneath my breath. Oh yes, thanks, I lie. Blow my candles out one by one. The icing melts. I sing Tom Waits to myself. Happy birthday to me. Yo ho ho and a bottle of children's meat. Look up Tom Waits' birthday song. It's a weird one like that. And then sometimes you have to explain things to your little girl, and it was her birthday, and it was somebody else's, her granny's birthday, and her granny died. Unfortunately, Granny died on her birthday. So my little girl who was 3 then thought, when it's your birthday, you die. When you're 3, you put 1 and 1 together and come up with 5.5 like that. So I had to talk her out of being despondent on her birthday. It's called Happy Birthday. Just shy of almost 21 inches high, she perches on my arm, sobs into my shirt cuff. Her 4th birthday looms large for her and us, the big 4-0. She cries she doesn't want to grow old and die, fears her birthday is the Grim Reaper himself calling in person. Birthdays, I console her, are just like breathing in and out. Stop them and you're gone. You don't have birthdays then, no more you. Birthdays are how you keep making you happen. My little Ayas, all tears and snot, brightens up at this, sniffs and sniffles. I tell her you are the sky, all endless and blue, time the wings that lets you fly. Death snickers standing at my shoulder. Ah, you old haggard, yeah. That's a nice pretty lie to dry a nestling's tears. I watch her fly into the endless blue of herself, smile as she embraces her now. I hop on one leg, hoppity hop. Happy birthday, I shout, against the glare of time and sun. She squeals excited now as to the who she is going to be. Both of us hopping down the path together. Thank you. And now, Gareth, all the way from